Morning everyone. You will notice that we are now pink. I picked pink for this month. We're going to do a daily tangle. We have done this one before, and so I will try to remember to stick a link up here in the iCard to the other one. I'm going to do it differently. I forgot to look up how I did it before, so clearly it's going to be different because I have no idea what I did last time. This is Grubs Squiggle by Catherine Gousseau, and I do remember that I did a lot like this sample, which was to create it more like a kind of a worm or butterfly thing. And I realized when I was looking at this again just now is that the actual pattern is only this part. These extra little wings and things that got sticking out was not part of the pattern. So I'm going to try something different. I'm going to actually follow the pattern, maybe. See what happens. So I think what I'm going to do is kind of create it in a circular manner. Might even do it in a mandala type manner. Maybe I'll do that. It's just coming to me as I speak here. Number one, you'll do this sort of spiral. Number two, you'll bring your spiral up and around. And number three, you'll do this spiral. So I actually draw this as one continuous thing. Start here, make a spiral, come up and around, make a spiral. If that is too complicated, if it's something that causes you grief, then what I would suggest is to draw, let me turn it this way so you can see it. Draw an S and then go in and curl those little tails. That will also work. So if you're not sure that you can do this shape consistently or that it confuses you, draw the S first and then go back and make tails. Okay? And then once you've got two of them kind of connected together, or as many connected together as you want, you just put this part from the tail down to the line, and you make this sort of grub looking part. See it right there? The rest of this was just embellishment, and I think I didn't realize that. I followed this, so I kind of led you astray a bit from last time. So I'm going to try this. I think I'm going to try it. I think I'm going to try it as a mandala. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give myself some pencil lines to kind of, you know what, that one's not in the middle. It's a little off. I'm getting better at seeing middles than I used to. Practicing drawing these straight lines and making grids has actually helped me. So, you know, practice makes perfect, right? Okay, so what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to make them along this line. So I'm going to make sort of an S shape here. Sort of an S shape here and an S shape here. Coming out of that. I need to make sure my S ends further over. So I need to start it here and make it go further over so I can tuck this one in. Yeah. Okay. I think I'm just going to gently pencil some S's in here. Just gently. I probably won't follow them exactly, but I'll at least have somewhat of a guideline of where I want them. something like that. I'm going to make this into a mandala. You can make anything into a mandala, pretty much. There's somebody on our Facebook group, I don't remember her name. Oh, I should know it. But she pretty much puts every one of these daily tangles into a mandala. It's pretty amazing. Okay, so I'm going to make this spiral and then come around and make a spiral. And then here I'm going to make a spiral and come around and make a spiral. Get a little carried away with my first spiral there. So you'll notice I'm making my S bigger as I go out, because it needs to be smaller in the middle, otherwise they won't all fit, right? I'm just kind of, sort of following that S shape, but you know, it's not perfect. It's not going to be perfect. I'm not trying for perfect. I'm trying for flow. And we'll scoot one more in here. Okay. So those are my S's, my intertwined S's. And then I just want to come on one side. Look closely. See, this is not what I did last time. I know I didn't look closely. Look closely at this string. This S, the grubs are only in the bottom. See? They're only at the bottom. They're not trying to tuck one in here and one in there. This one did. This one tucked one in this side and one in this side. So you don't have to tuck them. The border, however, is only tucked on one side. So wherever I can stick them, if I don't have room in here for one, I'm not going to put it there. I'm only going to put it here and here. So let me zoom in just a bit. Right here. Am I in this one? No, I'm in this one. Okay. Make sure I can see, that you guys can see. I am going to follow this. I'm going to turn it just a little bit. And it's going to go like that, down to that line. And then down to this line. And keep going. Making it ever so smaller. Okay. Okay, zoom back out because I'm a little too close and I'm falling off the edge there. Zoom back out so you guys can see. Make sure not too far away. This one actually, I'm kind of following. I'm going around the line, going around the corner. I'm not happy with that one, but you know what? You're not always happy with every line that you draw. And that's okay. You don't have to be. The point here is not the drawing. The drawing is not the end product. The picture that you come out with is not the end product. The end product is the peace and tranquility you get from actually physically drawing the pattern. I hope that makes some sense. Just do these guys right in here and stick them little grubs right there. And I may decide to put little wings on them or not. We will just see when we're all finished what feels like it needs. What I do need to do is go back in and erase these pencil lines. They're starting to drive me nuts. But I will continue with this first. Get these all drawn in here, and then I'll back out and I will take a look at it from afar and see what I want to do. See what the tile is telling me it wants. But I for sure need to get rid of these pencil lines because they're driving me nuts. Okay, zoom back out. Use my handy dandy kneaded eraser. For a little while there I was using that black one that I'd gotten with my pens for Christmas, but it was not my favorite. Although I do like it better than the white one I had in my travel drawing case. So what I've done is I've actually taken it and moved it to my travel case and taken the white one out. The white one would smear. I really didn't like that one, but that was the one I happened to have. I only had two, and I like this one for at home. So I feel like I can still see a line there. But that's not where I drew the line. So that must be a fold or something on the paper. Okay. So what I need to do is kind of step back and decide what does it want. It wants an aura in the middle here. Because it wants a center point. And then what does it want? I like those sort of wing-like things, but I also like henna drum. Yep. I feel like that's what it wants. It wants right here, from that point to that point, it wants a dark bit. And then it wants to come up and up and up and up, and then Yeah, I didn't do those right. It needs to go more like that. Okay. Okay. So from there to there, it's going to get this. And then it's going to get something like that. Why? Haven't got a clue. It's just what happened. It's sort of like henna drum, but not exactly. Not exactly sure what I just did. But it's very much like henna drum, so maybe it's a variation. It's what I remember henna drum to be in my head, but I know it's not right. If that makes any sense. That looks good. Okay, that's all I'm going to do. So if you need to fast forward, feel free. I got a little close to the edge over here. I'm not overly happy with this particular section right there, but so we are now in February. There is, if anybody is interested, because you know you have a couple of weeks, 14 days as a matter of fact, well 13 probably, but unless you're really procrastinating and then you have 14. But you know, for Valentine's Day, if you want to draw some Valentine's patterns, head over to patterncollections.com. Matter of fact, at the end, help me remember, at the end of this, I will pop over there and show you guys where you can find it. There is a section on hearts and tangles that have hearts as their sort of base. I mean, you could use this one and do hearts instead of this, whatever I just did here. Could have done that. Probably should have done that. I'm going to try to incorporate some hearts into the next few tangles. See what I can come up with now that I just thought about it. Start that tomorrow. And see if some of them might not lend themselves to a heart shape inside. But maybe. We'll see. Okay. Does it feel like it needs something else? It kind of does, but I'm not sure what. I feel like it needs something in here. Maybe a dark right there. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna, in between each one of these S's, we're gonna put a little dark. Just gonna aura that. They're all gonna be different shapes because my S's are completely not even close to the same. So each of these shapes is gonna be different, but I'm gonna go with this sort of four-sided aura-ish thing. Well, that one didn't even end up four-sided, but where I can, I'm going to make it a four-sided thing. I feel like I need a little dark, because that one dark blob in the middle just wasn't enough. Oh, that's better. Okay, that's what it needed. So, this is Grubs Squiggle. Let me write that down. Grubs Squiggle. And I feel like it needs some kind of shading, but I don't know what. Maybe in the S? Maybe I'll shade here. Yeah, that one got a little too spirally. Okay. Zoom around in a corner here. Okay. Does it need anything else? Yeah, this little. Trying to decide, do I want to shade the actual thing? Yeah, I think so. Okay. I'll put a little at the bottoms of these flower petally things and some right there. Right there and right here. Right there and right here. Here and here. That's better. Yeah, it needed that. Okay, so there is my Grubs Squiggle for this week, or for today. That needs a little bit more filling in. I missed some spots. When you have better light, you see that you've missed spots. That's better. Okay. What was I going to do? Oh yes, I was going to show you heart-shaped things. So if you're on patterncollections.com, let me go back to the main. This is the focus pattern page. Okay. You can go to the home. And then you can go by framework, I believe it is. Nope. Okay, where'd we put them? Huh. I probably should have. I should have checked this out before I did it. Let me search. Let me search for hearts. H-E-A-R. Ah. See what happens. This one, getting ready for Valentine's Day. It's like a blog post. So here we go. So if you type in heart and then find the getting ready for Valentine's Day, there are all sorts of patterns in here that have a heart shape. Bleeding Heart, Broken Hearts Club, Broken Hearts, Bubble Love, Caught, Core Bud, Double S. We just recently did that one. Fan of Hearts. That one I've done as a daily pattern. Flowerly, Four Hearts, Heart Lace, Heart and Flower. We've done that one as a daily pattern. Heart Beads, Heart Star. I believe we did that one as a daily pattern as well. Heartbroken, Hearts Apart. That one I know we did. Hers, Heart Leaf. I know we did that one. Hearty Net, Knot, Lace Heart, Lovey Dovey, Lou Heart, Pista, and I'm sure there are more. Matter of fact, I know that there are more, but it hasn't been updated yet. So, but that's plenty to get you started. If you wanted to do a tangle that had some heart-based line work in it, heart-based tangles, that's the place to go. So you go to, you can go to home, you can search for heart, and then go into the post that says getting ready for Valentine's Day, and then you can find all those. So just wanted to show you where that was. There is Grubs Squiggle for the day. You guys have a really blessed day. Go out and do something nice for somebody. Maybe make them a little card or a tangle that has hearts in it. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.